Whoa, yo, I just had a pretty nice game of Pauper, a pretty nice match of Pauper. So Pauper is this Magic Online only format that only consists of commons. So you can only use commons, which is like the most basic type of rarity in Magic. So yeah, and so this is constructed Pauper. I'm playing mono black land destruction, and my opponent happens to be on Demir. So it's blue black control, like a really slow type of control. In this matchup, I am the aggro and he's the control. So the thing is, in every match, you have like roles, right? And you have to know your place and you have to know how you play. So if you are the aggro, then you're the one attacking, right? And if you're the control, then you're the one who has to use like his life points as a buffer to get more time, right? And yeah, in this matchup, I am the aggro. Usually, I'm the control. If I play like against mono red aggro or like burn, I'm the control. Or if I play like against some kind of creature deck, like mid range, or against like mono blue delver or other pauper decks, I'm the control. But in this matchup, I'm the aggro. So the thing is, it's always like as a rule of thumb, like always the slowest deck is the control usually, and the fastest deck is the aggro. Or yeah, aggro is like proactive, like trying to force your own playstyle onto the opponent, and control is usually like the slower decks. They try to be reactive and try to control the game, and usually the control decks need more time. So control is a type of deck, but the thing is, it's not always the case that the control deck is actually the control in the matchup. If there's a deck which is slower than, or if the control deck has a good sideboard or just formative sideboard, then yeah, this means that also the control deck can be the aggro if the other deck is slower. So in this matchup, I'm the aggro, and yeah, I know how this match will end because I just played it, but it's really interesting, and yeah, it showcases my deck pretty well, which I play. So mono black land destruction on my side, and blue black control. I think it's mystical teachings control, but to be honest, I have not seen a single teachings. So yeah, I tried to provide some commentary throughout this match, and yeah, we'll see. So let me start the replay, and yeah, we go from there. So of course I like to play first, and of course I play a land. So now it's the opponent's turn. He doesn't play a land. I have no idea why. I think he just missed his land drop and hoped to get a third land. But so yeah, I just pause here because yeah, he played his first land, and I immediately destroyed it. So now his field is empty again, and I'm like, you can only play like one land a turn, right? So now I have 3 lands and he has no land. He missed his first land drop. Then on his second turn he played a land which only produces mana on the next turn. So it was the tap one, and now it's my third turn again because I started, and yeah, so I could immediately kill his land that he played on the second turn. So yeah, and from there I just do what my deck can do best, which is like destroy one land at a time. And yeah, at the beginning we just trade resources. This creature here allows me to draw another card, which is also a Chilling Rats, which is amazing because it means that the opponent has to put one card from his hand on the top of his deck, which slows him down even further. So I play this, and he puts, and then I play another Rager. So I just put out resources and creatures. He tries to trade, but at this point, trading is like not the best idea. Because both these creatures got me a second card when they came into the battlefield, so they allowed me to draw a card, and then he uses one card to destroy it, which means I am net one card, so I have one card advantage per creature, and I played two of them. So I follow that up with another creature, and yeah, we trade turns of it, and I just attack for 3 a turn. And try to get him. Unfortunately, I draw 3 removal spells, which is stupid because he doesn't play creatures. So yeah, then he drew a creature. So I used a bait and tried to destroy this land. He countered it, so I followed that up with 2 -2/-2 on this, and here now he has to block, right? It's a 5/5 usually. These 2 cards, they are enchantments. They give the creature -2/-2 per card, so it's a 1/1. Yes, he's on 2 life, so he has to block here. And if he blocks, this creature is dead. And this one does 1 damage, so yep. We do the obvious blocks, and he concedes because he doesn't drew a card. I mean, he has 4 lands at this point, but he didn't drew the right card, or he could only like destroy one of my creatures. So can I see his hand? No, I can't, right? Okay. So let me get to the other game. So this is so right now we're sideboarding, or between matches, between games you sideboard, and yeah, you try to put yourself further into the role you play, right? So I'm the aggro, so which means I board out cards. I mean, the sideboard has 15 cards, right? So I board out as many cards that I can that are not useful in this matchup, which means I get rid of all the stuff that I don't need, which is like creature removal, because he doesn't play creatures, right? So instead I go for discard, and so discard means if you play a discard spell, then the opponent has to reveal his hand, and you have to decide which card they discard, which means the card you decide which card goes from his hand to his graveyard, which is like his trash pile. So yeah, so I further cement my role into the aggro. I mean, I'm the aggro. I'm still the aggro, and he will. I have no idea how. I mean, he probably boards in more removal because I play a lot more creatures than he expects or expected, and he will also board in a lot of counter spells, which you saw one of them, like like a few turns before he conceded, he countered my land destruction spell, which means or the one I used as bait. So he will bring in way more counter spells and way more removal, and yeah, take his time, and he will he tries to kill me like as late as possible. So not as late as possible, but he has no chance of killing me as quick as possible because I'm just so much faster, which means he has to use his life total as a resource, and he has to use his life as a buffer, which to give himself more time to draw more cards, and also to draw more lands, because I'm heavy on land destruction, which is like resource denial at this point. And yeah, I follow that up, and here's the second game we play. He decides to play first, so he drops his first land. Now he doesn't. I decide to keep this hand because I have 3 lands. I need 3 lands, so he played like a card drawer. This one gives him the chance to look at the 3 top cards and decide and pick one of them. I play reds, which means, hey, more Skaven. He has to discard a card if I play these reds. I have no idea why he... Wait a minute, let me pause that. I have no idea why he attacked there. I'm on 19, which is stupid because I am the aggro. If his life total is way more important. So if he attacks, of course I attack, because he won't kill me. He's way too slow. His creatures are not powerful enough. So, and also I have more creatures. So this means, like, I have no idea why he attacks. If he would have stayed back there, then I could not have attacked. So now I set him to 18, but in all honesty, he should have been he should be at 20, which gives him more time later, because right now I'm not having to... Of course I have a removal spell right now, but I can't I won't use it right now because he's attacking, right? So this damage he dealt me there, this 1 damage, it just doesn't matter. It's unnecessary. In all honesty, it's pretty stupid. I mean, this is in the tournament practice room, so yeah, I have no idea what he did there. So yeah, but of course I have to kill that at one point. But yeah, now I play my first land destruction spell and hit one dual land here because yeah, it creates blue and black mana. So it's just the best land to kill, to destroy at this point. And yeah, let's move up a bit. And yeah, right now he is still attacking and puts me to 18, and I have no idea why, because now he's open again and I don't get it. Now I can put him to what? Wait a minute. I put him to 17 already, and still it's pretty weird because now I can put him to 16 without him. Like, he can't do anything right now because I can't block. This one has 1/3 and mine's 1/1, so which means my strength goes onto his 3 defense, or yeah, it's so my and his one strength would have been like this. The last number here is like the life, the endurance. Just missing the correct English word right now. No idea. But doesn't matter. In it's your life, pretty much, the life of the creature. So God damn it, I'm just currently missing the word for that. Doesn't matter anyway. So you get the idea. But his 1 goes onto my 1, and this creature would die if we trade, or trade. I mean, if he blocks. I mean, I certainly won't block because my life points doesn't matter. They don't matter. So now I play another. I try to screw him on blue mana because these lands here, they create only black. So I try to get rid of this island, which produces blue mana, but he counters that. So now I have to pay 2 for spell piece because but the thing is I can't. I only have 1 mana left, 1 land open. So yeah, I can't do that. And yeah, so the spell's countered. Then I attack and put him down to 16, which is like extremely nice. He gets rid of my red and keeps attacking. Okay, of course. Now he's attacking. Now I have to get rid of, or no, I don't have to, but I get rid of this creature because I have 5 mana. And yeah, next turn I will be playing more card draw. So I have to make sure that I get rid of his land, his blue mana, because blue mana allows him to counter my spells. So now I just get rid of his creature, and then I get rid of his land. And yeah. He floats some mana, which means he taps his lands for mana, but yeah, the mana I mean, if you tap a land, then the mana is available right now, but only for the phase and not for the entire turn, and not for his next turn. So he just taps them for mana, but he doesn't do anything with the mana, so it's gone. And yeah, he doesn't find a third land, which is great news for me because yeah, I find not only do I find more lands, which is at this point, yeah, it's fine, I guess, but also draw another card and then draw a second Chittering Rats. So each of those here, they allow or they force the opponent to put one card from their hand on top of their deck, which slows them down even further. And yeah, so if you put a card from your hand onto the deck, then you're not drawing any lands, which he really needs at this point because he only has 2 lands at the moment. So yeah, so he forces me to sacrifice the Rager, which is fine because again, I played the Rager, this guy here, and I drew a card. So and then he uses one card to get rid of my card, but because I played this one, I drew this one. So again, I'm one card ahead of him because I use one card, the Rager, and it's dead. And he uses one card to kill the Rager. But the card I drew from the Rager, yeah, one card bonus for me. So one card advantage. So and then I drew another land destruction spell. So of course I play that, right? And yeah, then I drew, and then I play my rats, and yeah, what can I say? He concedes again. So because at this point he pretty much, again, he has, even though he has 5 cards in hand, but these 5 cards don't matter because this card here says, hey, let's make you put a card from your hand on top of your deck again. And next turn I can play this one here, and so it's just essentially he loses a turn every time I play this card here. And so yeah, he's at 16, which means like the writing is on the wall. And if I drew at this point, if I draw more land destruction, more card draw, or even more reds, then he's pretty much out of the game. At this point, the writing is on the wall, so he concedes. Maybe it's a bit early. Maybe he's just salty, or it just was a rage quit because I wrote GG's in the chat and he didn't respond and just left. So yeah, but this is what happens. Land destruction, mono black land destruction in Pauper. So if everything everything goes smooth, then this deck is really nice. And also it's only like 5 ticks, which is like $5 on Magic Online. Dollars. I need $. No, just 5 ticks, which is $5 on Magic Online. So yeah. So right, I figured that I show you guys this match, and yeah, this is what I do in my free time at the moment. I won't stream that, but I think I won't stream that maybe. Because I actually enjoy Magic, and yeah, but let's see. I should stream more and play more. I should play more Vermintide, to be honest. But yeah, Magic Online is fun, especially if you like screw with your opponent and yeah, make him a bit salty. I have no idea if he was just salty and left. I think the concession was way too early because sure, I have two twos, which like hit the opponent for 2 damage at a time. Can I draw more cards? No, I can't because yeah, it was just a replay. So yeah, so again, my 14 life here, just, I mean, of course, he hit me 3 times. Yeah, I lost 1 life here, and I lost 2 life here. So this didn't do anything. So yeah, he hit me 3 times. So again, it was just unnecessary, right? He used his life to make me lose life, which was, he misplayed his role, I think. he's the control in this matchup, and the first turns he should have left his creature back to block. I mean, in the end, it didn't matter because he just conceded the game. But yeah, again, I could go on and on and on, but I'm gonna stop it here. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, wahey, and take care. See you next time, and yeah, take care.